Hello and welcome to Man of the Antz Plays Everspace by Rockfish Games. So this was a kickstarted space sim style game from a while back. It became quite popular quite quickly because it had some very pretty gifs around of its development. It was released, full release today, I believe it was, today being Friday. So I've been quite looking forward to this. I've ignored all the beta, I've not tried it at all. I wanted to play this in VR more than anything. One of the things I've immediately fallen foul of is that the game, by default, its built-in display mirror for VR games is the kind of dual Oculus Eye scenario, which is kind of frustrating to work with, to be honest. With the newest Oculus Home update, which did of course break the main way I have a recording games, which is why I haven't done anything for a couple of days, works, it displays, it cuts off a little bit of the side of the top and bottom left corners. That's what I was trying to go for there. Weirdly, despite the fact that the output mirror for the Oculus is supposed to be by default a completely rectangular, undistorted view. So that's a little bit odd. The other thing it does is whenever it is being slightly taxed, it has mad red flicker, like the entire screen just flickers red. Not in the VR headset, but the VR mirror that's on the screen that I record, which is obviously horrible if you guys had to watch that. So what I've had to do is drop down all of the display options, that's supposed to be on 90, all of the display options to low, and the screen percentage from 160 to 120, which is what it was on default. By default it was also on ultra graphic settings, so we are running at the lowest graphical settings possible. So whilst it does look quite pretty still, it would probably look a lot better if I could run it in full settings. I don't know whether the red flicker is to do with just dropped frames or whether it's to do with the asynchronous warp. I've not seen it in any other games, but then again I've not really used the Oculus mirror to record things before. So I don't know if this is unique to this game or if it's on anything else. I will be, once I've recorded this video, dropping Rockfish Games an email or a tweet just to say that this is a persistent issue, because I have tried restarting the game a few times and it is always there and it is quite annoying. So if I go and start a new game, the game will tell me the game is best played with a mouse and keyboard. But if I hit my up and down arrow keys and the such like, and even the enter key, nothing works. So although it's best played with a mouse and keyboard, I don't seem to be able to play it with a mouse and keyboard when I'm in VR. I have tried unplugging the controller and trying it then, and that still didn't work. So it does seem to be, if you're in VR, you are locked into into the controller based, which obviously the game suggests is not ideal either. So that's something else I'll be trying to suggest to the devs in the email I send, just saying that, it'd be nice if, unless it's a bit of a pain because of the full screen game, the mouse is locked to that window anyway, and in VR it's not necessarily because you have the output mirror, but I have seen other games, I'm very sure, in VR utilize the mouse. I'm sure it is possible, I just don't know whether it's a bit more of an issue to deal with. So anyway, let's crack on. We will leave it inverted. Will we leave it inverted? We will leave it inverted. And we shall see what happens. I am trying to desperately keep an eye on...
Something's not right with me. I'm having memory loops.
The mirror.
There was a dispute. I was standing in the way of their plans. I was restrained. Shot with something.
Ooh, we don't want that, mate. No one wants to be shot.
Who is this?
I don't know. Captain Sirius.
I managed to escape.
Oh, good on you.
That's all I can remember. I must find some answers.
It would probably help, wouldn't it? So that's the story then. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the recorder, make sure it's not going mad red flicker. So if it does have...
Further training. Activating automatic assistance. Stand by.
Assistance? I suppose I could use some pointers.
So it says reach the waypoint, but then doesn't actually tell you what thrust is. The left stick is strafe. The right stick is turn. Or pivot. Ah, okay. Left trigger is go forward. If I let go, I just immediately stop. Left bumper does nothing. Right trigger is that. Oh, right bumper is missiles. Okay.
By shooting targets.
Well, that seems easy enough.
The next targets have shields. First, use the pulse laser to deplete their shields. When the shields are down, use the Gatling gun to inflict greater hull damage.
Okay, what I'm immediately going to do, because for some reason I just don't seem to be doing it very well, is invert the y-axis? Or not invert the y-axis, I guess. I'm going to try that. Aim with head tracking. Why isn't aim with head tracking on? Let's turn that on.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, surely aim with head tracking. Oh god, now I'm doing it wrong again. We'll stick with this and see how I go. There we go. Okay, no, I'm going to put it back on inverted. Oh my god. Don't know why I'm freaking out so much about that. Right. Yeah, that seems a bit more natural.
Use missiles on the next targets. Set a target lock before shooting, so the missiles can home in.
How do I set a target lock? I don't know how I set a target lock. Like that? Was that a target lock? Yes, it was. Okay, the clicking in the right stick
It appears as
does
if we're
that.
ready for the next stage. I have created a jump target. Aim towards it and hold steady to leave the orbit. After each transit, your jump drive requires a cooling down phase.
Okay,
As soon as it is ready for another jump, I will create one.
okay. Okay, oh I see. Didn't even see that to start with. And choo. Alright. Upgrade the sector scanner perk to reveal threat levels. Oh, okay. So you pick which one you want to go to. Okay. Nothing really changes when I go between them, so we'll go for the, if we're working this way, because we're coming in from the left-hand side. So the one on that is our left-hand one, so we'll go with that. Because that's how we roll, we always go to the left. Still just trying to keep a sneaky eye on my
From your fuel gauge,
mirror.
a substantial amount was consumed during transit. You should aim to refill the jump drive completely. There is a mineable asteroid nearby.
I don't know.
Shoot at it to extract fuel.
I don't know what you're looking at, mate. Where is my fuel gauge? Is that my fuel gauge? Mine's 75? And there's no, clicking in the left stick is a boost. I did wonder if there'd be some form of boost, and there is. So do I just shoot it? Is that all I do? And then what? Fly into that, I guess. Yes. Yes, and that 75 has now changed to 84. There we go.
That should do it.
Remaining well provisioned is key to survival in the cluster. Before leaving the orbit, it is recommended you explore the location for resources.
Okay. Haven't seen any red flicker. Obviously, I can't pay full attention to it. I will try and watch as much of the video as possible, but I do want to get it up quite quickly, and I am going out tonight at some point as well. So I don't have huge amounts of time. Although looking at the time now, am I going to get it done in time for tonight? Possibly not. So this might not be out until Saturday. Although I was hoping to get it out on Friday.
At some distance.
What container? This? Oh, I see it.
Ah, resources.
And a weapon. But you don't have a free slot to install it. Decide for yourself whether you want to equip or salvage it.
Where it? Oh, that's I don't know how I do that. How do I decide? Oh, okay, I press A on it. Okay, so the hull DPS goes up, shield DPS goes down, both quite significantly. Energy consumption goes down, range goes down. Not sure I'm entirely keen on that. The shield, I suppose, does a lot more, and so if I use it for, no, the one I've got does shield damage, and then I want to use rockets for, yeah, I'm going to salvage that. I have decided I do not want it. Salvage. Thank you.
There is an outlaw ship incoming.
Why is that dot over there now?
Activating your weapon overdrive in order to prepare for the encounter.
I don't know how to do that, mate.
This will enhance your weapon damage.
Oh, X. I mean, just...
I like the sound of that.
I've been so lucky with just having the correct things, like, straight away.
Resources are essential for crafting and upgrading your equipment. It appears, however, that we have exhausted our possibilities here. I suggest advancing to the next location.
So how do I turn off... Weapon overdrive will turn off in 1, 0. So shield booster is B by the look of it. Yes. Is that weapon overdrive on as well, or is that just recharging? I think that's just recharging, isn't it? And Y doesn't seem to do anything. So A is just select. Okay then. Right, that's... oh, wrong button. I do have an extra dot, which is now up there for some reason. So there are definitely a couple of issues. Okay. Why can't I go down to that one there, I wonder? That's a little bit weird, isn't it? So where do we just... we want to go left, don't we? I say we want to go left. But we don't necessarily want to go to the end straight away. Surely we want to scout out all of this area. So if you go to this one first...
What's my objective?
Reaching your destination.
And where is
we seem to have some enemies.
It's still a long way to go. You will understand more when we get there.
I would prefer some more substance to your answers.
Boosting, firing primary weapons and using devices consumes energy. Pay attention to the energy bar below the crosshair. It might be smart to wait for the energy to recharge before going into the next fight. Bring your ship to a full stop in order to increase the recharge speed.
It appears we have stumbled upon an outlaw base. Scavengers and raiders of every degree ply the demilitarized zone using these hidden structures to launch operations. I would advise caution on approach.
Maybe it's worth the risk.
Who are we fighting? We're just going for fuel. They don't seem to be fighting anything, do they? Oh, they know it just is fuel, just out on its own. Okay, I'll have that. Don't really know. Well, there are a few things dotted around, so we should go for those. And there are a few things over here. Nothing I can mine necessarily by the look of it. What is that? A trader? Do we see our bar going down? We do see our bar going down, so that seems to actually work, which is lovely. We have a missile and a compound. So is this a new weapon missile? Or is it just some ammo? Where does we have... we have 5. Yes, it is. We have 15 missiles now. So we do have an ammo restriction on our missiles. That's 1.6 away. That's 0.4 away, so let's pop down there. I much prefer the head aiming. I'm not entirely sure why in a VR game you would decide mineable scrap. And what's this thing down here it said there was? Something to do with the trader, maybe? Let's go take a look at this mineable scrap for starters.
You have extracted raw materials. These are essential for crafting and upgrading, but you will require much more. Yeah,
see, this destruction of things is what made the game quite famous to start with. I'm assuming we've got everything from this. Seeing as it is no longer a blue icon. So let's go take a look at this trader. I think once we're done with this sector, we might need to...
Apparently so. Quite fortuitous to encounter one in these parts.
Are you still saying there's mineable scrap there? There's a different one? Oh! It does seem to have disappeared now, so we will assume that's everything. Oh, where's the trader? There he is. Let's go take a look at this guy. None of these people are anything, are they? They're fighters. Fighters. A resources trader. So I wasn't too sure what sort of game this even was, whether it's going to be very mission-based or open-worldy. It's looking like it's relatively open-worldy. Not probably quite to the extent of Elite Dangerous and those sort of things, but... I guess we shall find out as we get a bit closer. So we have 14 gas. Do we actually sell these things? Is this stuff we should sell? I really don't know. Obviously we cannot trade these things for whatever reason. We can trade 14 gas for $340. But nothing we can really buy at the moment. So I'm probably going to just leave that for the moment then. Because I don't know if gas, 14... I don't know if that means our fuel. Is that the same thing as fuel? We apparently have 38 ore. I cannot see... Oh, we have 3 ore. Oh, that's why we can't trade it, because we don't have 38 ore. So gas... Well, we have no gas. Oh, no, I just bought... Oh, bugger, I see. Oh, you give those things. I just bought 14 gas. Oh, right, okay. Pillock. What an idiot. And we don't have any of those things. I thought it was the other way around for some reason. Okay, so let's jump out of here. How are we doing for time? About 15 minutes. Not too bad. So the jump coordinates are locked to the direction you're facing, not necessarily the way your ship is traveling. Which is a little bit odd again, so something else I can inform the developers of. Ah, so the only place I can go now is to the last one. It won't let me go anywhere else. So I guess we should go there, shouldn't we? You have reached the final location of this sector. Fly through the jump gate in order to reach the next sector. You won't be needing any fuel for the jump.
Gates are the primary method of travel between systems. These were built by Gradient Front prospects.
Oh my god, who's that?
To reach areas more efficiently.
Okay, thanks for the introduction. You want me to use this?
It is the only way to the next sector. So, yes.
Not sure how I'm supposed to know which one I'm locked on to. Does it have a different sort of arrow on it? Can't quite tell at the moment. I'm sort of pressing all the sticks at the moment. Right. So I'm guessing that orange bar is our hull, and that one on the side there is our shield. So yeah, there's our shield coming back up. Let's go take care of this guy, because he's on his own at the moment. So he's seen us, that's what the exclamation mark means, I guess. Does that mean he's within range? Pretty sure we had a 2-kilometer range on this gun, didn't we? And there are some components I have not yet picked up as well. Do I want to do those first? Let's do those first, because they don't seem to be in the same direction as anything else. So let's go grab those lovely credits. Weapon Overdrive Plus Plus. Is that an upgrade to our Weapon Overdrive? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Has better energy consumption, better duration. Same damage boost. Well, I will definitely have that. I will swap that. Thank you very much. So now the one in space is the one we have just dropped. So I will salvage it. Just like that. Alright then, so there's another blue thing around somewhere, though I cannot see it now. Hidden behind something, I guess. And then we have a couple more enemies over here. So we'll go take care of these. I'm not going to boost because I don't want to use up my energy if there's going to be a couple of them around. So it seems to have a little bit of auto-aim on it. Like, you don't need to worry about leading the target. It doesn't have a target lead. You just seem to have to look in vaguely the right direction, and it kind of deals with it for you. And it's supposed to be a very, like, arcadey game. It's not supposed to be, like, Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen. It isn't a full-on simulation. Okay, right. So we survived that without taking any additional damage. Ah, there's that blue thing. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go take care of this mineable crystal. Sounds fun.
That's just what I need.
Oh, I hope it is, mate. Hope it is. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'm going all over the place with that. Oh. Why am I so useless at that? I've played so many space sims. That looks like everything there. There's another blue dot over here somewhere. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Yeah, the head aiming is so useful. Seriously don't know why you wouldn't use it. That's that guy taken care of. And then there's this one over here. Oh, ran out of the old laser, so I'll throw a missile at him.
More credits.
There we go, lovely. Okay, so where was this blue dot to? In this direction, there it is, I see it. Mineable gas. Just this entire rock? Guess so. Ah, so it does tell you that they're fully mined there. So, we have got a couple more enemies to worry about, so we'll take care of these as well. Afford to give it a little bit of a boost, just a little way away yet. When we get down to about 2.5, we'll come off that. He doesn't have a shield.
They're onto me.
And that's him taken care of. We'll have that little bit of fuel, and then we have one more enemy.
Destruction is breathtaking.
Hostilities only ceased when resources were exhausted, forcing both sides to the negotiating table. A demilitarized zone was created as a buffer zone, monitored by the Oka authorities. Only time will heal the rift between the species.
There's more than one species? Okay, now let's fly through here, and then we shall call that there, then. As I have... Ooh, kind of got the orientation not completely wrong. We are connecting to the jump gate. Ah, you need to just sit in it. Okay, I imagined you would just fly through it, but nope. So let's sit in the jump gate. And away we go. Going backwards? Oh no, it's just lining us up.
Strange. Fragments of memories. Trying to make sense of them. I had managed to escape. I was weak and ill. My cells were deteriorating. A deadly poison. A cytotoxin.
Ooh, that is weird. That's not right, mate. You want to get that fixed.
Slow. Relentless. Eating me away.
Pretty knowledgeable about this, aren't you?
There was a way to halt its progress.
Ooh.
It would take time.
Oh.
All I could do was set the wheels in motion.
Have you got the time, mate? That's the problem, isn't it?
And await the outcome in
Have you got the
stasis.
time to spare? Stasis?
A long, uncertain sleep.
It's a hell of a jump to take, I'll tell you that.
I saw myself again. Dying.
This must be a memory from your original. Apparently a flaw in the transference protocol. The Eterna system was meant to filter such personal recollections.
Wait, what are you saying? My original? I'm a...
A clone, yes. Usually this is not realized by limited-use copies. The function of Eterna was to pass on operational skills, such as piloting. But it seems that something has gone wrong here.
Damn right.
This is a lot to take on board all at once. Why is this happening? Who am I? Who is my original?
I have no information on that. Perhaps there is a purpose to this aberration which will become clear upon reaching the coordinates given. I have no answers, unfortunately, but I am as curious as you are.
Okay, so I'm going to leave that there then. One thing to note here is that it's loaded me. This is directly forward in front of me. So it's slightly spun me around from where I was, although I seem to be relatively central in the same location. So I'm going to leave that there. Hope you enjoyed the first look at Everspace. I am planning on going through some more. Hopefully the mirroring issues will be resolved as well, so I can smack the details up a little bit. It still is a very beautiful game, but it'd be nice to have it running at full whack. Hopefully there wasn't any of that red flicker, so I'll actually be able to use the video. That'll also be pretty nice, won't it? So if you enjoyed that, please do click the like button. It's very much appreciated. I like to know that you like these things. If you want to subscribe, you can keep up to date with all the upcoming videos in series, including more Everspace. Any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Otherwise, I shall see you next time in Everspace for another VR adventure. Thank you very much for joining me.